grab a snack and a drink and let's just get right into this video. Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, for my video back from taking a little bit of a break, I thought I would do a video where you get to know me. I answer some questions. I did ask for some questions on Instagram and YouTube. I did also put in some like basic ones that I thought is like a basic thing to know about someone. So there's a mixture of loads of different ones. I thought of this video idea because I was in a live and was talking, and it turns out that, you know, there's some of you out there who just doesn't know me outside of books, and I thought I'll change that a little bit if you're interested. So let's just get right into the video. Simple question to start off with: what is my favorite color? I actually have more than one. I have black, red and blue. Black being my main favorite color, but the way I said it is in the order. The blue I like is more specifically like baby blue. Next question: what's your favorite movie slash TV show? Movies always change. I have never really stuck with like a favorite movie, just because there's, you know, a lot that I like or all that stuff. But the one that comes to mind right now is Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 version. That will always be a favorite of mine, a comfort one of mine, and that's all that is that off the top of my head, but there are a lot that I love. And I mean, I suppose I could possibly say I don't really have a favourite movie, except for obviously Pride and Prejudice, just because it is a comfort one for me. And then TV show is Friends and Gilmore Girls. Those are my main favourites, again comfort ones, but again there's so many that I love, but those are the two that I like a die-hard fan of. Next question is: what did you study? So I studied psychology and business. Where's your dream holiday place? My dream holiday place is Norway or Australia. Those two places, just because Norway specifically, just I've seen photos of Oslo and it just looks so beautiful and it just looks amazing, so I would love to go there. And then Australia, just because it just looks great, and obviously great weather. What's your favourite snack? I don't really have like one particular favourite snack, I don't think. I mean, anything that I like crisps, which is like America calls chips. And again, I don't have a favourite of those. Like, I love them all. If I'm going by right now in present day, because favourite snacks change all the time, right now it is Walker's crisps and Snickers, like Snicker chocolate. Those are my favourites so far. Favourite chocolate in general, Cadbury caramel. Nothing can beat that. Yeah, snacks change all the time, but those are the ones that are my favourite right now. What's your hobby other than reading? Hobby other than reading now is like diamond painting. I don't really have like a other hobby that I can think of. When I was growing up, it was singing, and I suppose I could still say that now, but it's not as much of a hobby as it was before. Now I just sing because like I enjoy it, but when I was growing up it was a hobby because I did it all the time, and I would do like research and I was like really invested in learning how to do it. So I'm gonna say singing is still a hobby, or music in particular. Main one probably other than reading is diamond painting, but it is hard because reading is my main hobby. It's my main thing that I do. What was your least favourite subject at school? I remember hating maths, and I still hate maths, and I think that's just because I am terrible at it. I mean, let's just be honest, it wasn't exactly fun. What's your favourite book? Okay, this is quite easy. Well, hard but easy, because my main two that I always talk about, always say is a favourite, like no doubt about it, is Unconditional by QB Tyler, also Him by LL Ash. But more recently, The Nanny Off Limits by QB Tyler has been added onto that list. The Balance series, Chestnut Springs series, so I have a lot of favourites. But if we're talking like main favourites, I always talk about Unconditional by QB Tyler and Him by LL Ash, 100%. When did you get into reading? I got into reading, I think it was in June of 2020, because I remember getting into reading during the pandemic and obviously not having anything else to do. My favourite movies were the After movies. I think there was only the first one out at this point, so that was that movie, and then I found out that it was a book series and that it was originally off Wattpad, and obviously because it was my favourite movie at the time, I wanted to read the books, so that is what I did, and I read all the books in 1 week. I was addicted that I did nothing else except for read that series. Like, I would wake up straight to those books, read all day until like really late at night. It was like pretty closer to the morning, get like an hour or two sleep, and then get back to reading. Like, it was not the healthiest time sleep wise, but I remember it being the best time because I was just so invested within the series and it was an amazing time. So yeah, that is when I got into reading and how I got into reading. What's your dream career path? So my dream career path is to have a business of my own, specifically something to do with books, like a bookstore. I do have a few plans in mind. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but that is my dream career path, is to basically work for myself. As long as I'm doing that, I'm fine. What is your favourite season? Now, my favourite season is autumn. Just generally, I love the coziness and the comfort. It's the perfect reading mood. That is just a favourite, no doubt. But the only downside about fall is the fact that it gets dark earlier, and I do like it when it stays light later. So more recently, I've noticed that I have been loving spring. Autumn, no doubt, that's never going to change. But I do also love spring for the fact of that reason, the daylight savings type thing. What is your favourite weather? Now, my favourite weather, it depends. If I'm indoors, rain, just because I love the sound of it. But in general, my favourite weather, it's kind of like spring weather, or when it's just starting to turn spring, where the sun's out, you can feel a little bit of warmth, but there's also like a nice breeze so that it's not too hot. That is the perfect weather. Very specific of me, but the perfect weather. What's your favourite holiday? Favourite holiday is Christmas and then Halloween. It's all the way. I just don't think any holiday could beat that. But Halloween, because I love the spookiness of it. If you don't know this already, I am so into ghost stuff. Obviously, Halloween's perfect for that. What place brings you peace in the world? I 100% I'm going to say Wales, just because that is my favourite place. It is the most peaceful place. It's where I feel the most at peace, and I just love it. Next question is, if you was to move, where would you move to? I would 100% move to Wales. Like I just said, it's like one of my favourite places. I would love to move to Wales. I am someone who doesn't love where I live right now, and I would love to move to Wales, and hopefully that will happen in the future one day. But yeah, I'm just a country girl through and through. Like, I'm definitely not a city girl. I just love the country, and you know, it's just the country vibe. Hence why I love to read small town books, because it kind of takes me into my favourite type of world, should we say. Okay, next question is, do you have any pets? Yes, I have a dog named Storm, and I've had other pets growing up. Like, I had a rabbit named Snowy who passed away in 2019, and then we also got my sibling rabbit at the time, but I kind of classed him as mine for an amount of time, and his name was Dan, and he passed away in 2023, I want to say. And then I've had like a bird when I was like really little. So yeah, I've had many pets, but the pet that I currently have right now is my dog Storm. Next question, which I found very interesting, is what's the first thing you notice about people? And this is an interesting one for me, just because I wasn't expecting it. It's an intriguing question. So the first thing I noticed about people, this one is a little bit of a difficult one. I can definitely say I'm very good at reading people. So I think the first thing that I notice about people is their energy, or the vibe that they are giving off. I'm just very good at, like I said, reading people. I know what, you know, the type of person that they are within like the first few minutes of knowing them, just from the vibe that they're giving off. Just, I don't know what it is, I have always been good at like reading people. Yeah, so I'll definitely say maybe like the energy or the vibe that they give off, how they perceive themselves. One thing you can't live without. Again, this is hard. If we're taking books out of the equation, I think maybe the one thing that I couldn't live without, and yes, I am another adult that still has my baby blanket, so I'm gonna say my baby blanket, because I've literally had that my whole life. And like I said, yes, I am an adult that still has their baby blanket, which is not shameful. What is the biggest step you have took in your life? Biggest step that I've took in my life, I haven't really took like big steps, but something big that is very unusual for me, I would definitely say, would be a few things. When I was in school, I joined a choir, and I had to audition for this choir, and obviously as someone with really bad anxiety, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. And I wasn't expecting anything from it, but I did end up getting into that choir. Also, we had this like performance thing where we was doing like an X Factor performance, and again I was like, you know what, I'm just going to audition. And I auditioned for like the smallest role, just because I didn't want like to do anything big or anything like that. You'll never guess that I ended up getting Amanda, which is like, if you don't know, one of the main judges. So I got one of the biggest roles, but I did it. I did both of those things, and I was so proud of myself, because I never would have just took that step to audition. Like, even though I took that step, I was proud of myself. But the fact that I got into the choir and I got a role, not only a role but a big role, I was proud of myself. So I'm gonna say those are the two things that I took a big step in doing, just because of my anxiety. And I never ever would have thought I would have done it, but I did. Next question, what inspired you to start YouTube? I have told this story before, but in case you are new here or you don't know the story, the way I started YouTube is I have been wanting to do YouTube my entire life. Like, when I was younger, I used to tend to vlog, just walk around with a phone and just vlog the most random stuff. Unfortunately, I do still have them. They will most likely never see the light of day, but I'm just saying, that's what I used to do. So I've been wanting to do YouTube for my whole life, but again, because of anxiety, I just wouldn't take that step. And then one day I was talking to my dad about wanting to do YouTube and just being afraid, and he went, okay, and he set up his phone. He set up his phone and went, film a video, talk about books. And so that's what I did, and I'll be forever grateful that he did that, because I don't think I'll be doing YouTube today if he didn't set up that camera and was like, just go for it type thing. So that is how I got started with YouTube. And the first time I did started off with YouTube, I didn't even do any editing. It was just, I filmed it, I uploaded it, there it was, all within the same day. So that is how I started, and honestly, I love the way I started, because like I said, I wouldn't be doing YouTube to this day, I don't think. Fun fact about me, I don't really have any fun facts, to be completely honest. Next question, what's your favourite scent? Okay, I actually have two, I think. My favourite scent is anything vanilla, but more specifically, a bonfire. Like, I just love a bonfire scent. I don't know why, just a fire. I just love the smell. Just sitting around a fire with a book, perfect. What's your favourite sound? Again, this is quite like a specific one, but my favourite sound ever, and nothing will ever beat it, is hearing the birds sing. Like in the spring evenings or in the mornings, just the sound of the birds singing will forever be relaxing to me. Hence why when I put like 4 rooms on and stuff, I always like have bird chirping ones. I love that. I just love it so much. Next question is favourite music genre. I listen to quite a variety of music, but my main would be pop, R&B and country. Those are the 3 main ones that I listen to. I listen to pretty much anything. I'm just not a big fan of like rap or anything like heavy metal type thing. Although I do listen to a bit, but I don't like anything like so drastic, if you know what I mean. Pop, R&B and country are my favourites. And then last question is, how long have you been singing for? Now, if you don't know this already, I do add a few bits of like my singing into my videos, or I do have a specific singing channel. So I suppose if you have been here for a while, you'd know that, and I suppose that's why you're intrigued. I have been singing since I was 3 years old. Obviously it wasn't like anything serious, but that's when I found that I was doing it all the time and kind of found my love for it. As I was growing up, I sang every single day, and I was so intrigued in like learning how to, so I would like kind of like self-taught myself and I watched videos of like how to do runs, riffs, high notes, how to sing in head voice or chest voice, you know, all that stuff. And I, like said, learn all of that just by watching YouTube videos as I was growing up, and that was like my main focus, was learning how to sing, and I sang every single day trying to perfect things. I don't do that anymore, obviously. I just sing for fun now. I don't really like go into detail about learning all this stuff. I mean, if I want to learn something, I will like look it up, but I don't know, I just sing more for fun now, and less of like a I need to learn this, I need to know how to do this perfectly type thing of, and I think that's why it's more of a hobby as I was growing up. So that's how long I've been singing for. But that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it interesting. Please remember to like and subscribe and leave this emoji if you're watching until the end, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Bye.